Snake with Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Yeah. Sometimes me coming on here, cuz no matter how smooth and fun I make it look, it is belaborious. It is something or laborious, because I don't even know belaborious. I'll make up a word on your ass. But it's laborious. That's a word for the loose trapper. Words are hard. He'll pause you right there and try to get on you on my mama. But anyway, I don't be giving a about a lot of shit that be going on. Don't really care to get my butt. I've taken this on as a commitment. So I challenge myself often to find something interesting enough for me to indulge into a reaction at least, right? And hold on, honey, of course, if you just want to rely on him running his mouth and putting his foot deep down his own throat, you can do that all day, but I just don't have that much interest in him. However, whenever he speaks on something that's related to, pertaining to me, or in myself directly and specific, I love it. Shout out my cousin Vava for the Projects Imperial Courts. Just imagine at one point, Wack Hold On Honey called Munchie B and trying to convince. Shout out Tony Double Up 197 East Side, all of them for Death Doe Cree-Nip. Me and my homie had a squad with the PJ. This is how slow no Holding On Honey is. First of all, you got to realize his hood is so far away from the PJs. But he got wind, heard something, and tried to call Munchie B and tell him that he got me packed out. I got. This is what happens when you are unaware of the landscape and you approaching this LA gang sheeting it from the outskirts, from the internet, meeting niggas through the industry, thinking you forging some type of relationship that's gonna matter against a Keyway Nation. Shout out my nigga Napoleon Sledge for the hoodie, man. That thing, the white words is a whole lot of can I, will you, please, and the middle is the answer. No, all 2025, we going plenty live. But yeah, Hold On Honey, the payroll, man. He just put his foot in his mouth. I have no idea what would cause him to get in his head. I've never been to jail. I mean, I don't know. The first day I met him in the early 2000s, first thing out of his mouth was, you used to fuck my girl. But I put it through nursing school. Got her some braces. She look good now. Shout out to Net from 7'6". Little chocolate boot thing, a little fat rump. She a grown woman now. We was young back then. However, you told me that, Wack, when I met you, but you didn't realize I was fresh out of prison when I was fucking on that. I'm glad you got it right. And then say you used to go with my girl. You said you used to fuck on my girl. I did. I know I probably didn't leave you much walls to damage. Just the way alpha males maneuver, right? But yeah. I was fresh out of prison there. You don't know. I don't know. You claim you from 89, and I'm sure you don't know the nigga on the thumbnail either. ECIP, my nigga, little Tom dude. You say I've never been to prison, but we just happened to be at Centinela in the 90s on that yard right there. That's young SPI the third, 97th Street, East Side, all of goofball. But anyway, I had parole. I think it was the first time on parole, cuz when I was fucking on that East Side. She was a little older than me, right? So, yeah, yo, bitch, you was just asking the homie from 40s about me and Net a couple years ago, cuz this how goofy you is. Oh, tender nuts, goofball. I know you pay mortgages, tuitions, and dental plans for Keyways, her in particular. Oh, my mom. That's why for so long, I didn't want to say her name and get her crossed up, but you talk so much and drop so many names, I don't give a Shout out Ned from 7'6". Used to be a little chocolate, little sexy thing with the little fat rumper. So yeah, well, it used to be one of the homegirls used to have a spot in V&G hood right across the street from the park. And at the time, I was fresh out. My homie Lil Ant, his main thing was from 8'9". I'll forget her name, but she had the little good hair and shit. And her and Net was tight. This how I got to fucking with your little bitch. I was fresh out. Lil Ant like, I'm gonna take it to get you some pussy, cuz I'll be taking homies over here, cuz be a gang of bitches, cuz he naming certain homies like, cuz sit over there all night in the corner, don't do this, don't do that, right? So when we get to the VNG, to the little apartment in the cut, it's a gang of bitches from the set, like little fly bitches. And they doing hair, playing cards, drinking, playing music, just kicking. And Lil Ant, his bitch up in there. I'm in there with cuz. So his bitches in there. They getting dressed. They just doing their shit, bro. Like, that shit was east side fresh out, cuz. Oh, blah, 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 before a young nigga. So I'm like, okay, we doing our shit. And as you notice, if it's 8 bitches in there, 10 bitches, as the night go on, these bitches playing cards, drinking, one by one, these bitches was getting a call, a knock on the door, and they little dates, they niggas was coming to get them. So I guess they was out there hanging out today. Niggas was ready to go home, lay up or whatever. And that was just their little program on the weekends. That was the spot. So I go over there, young nigga, fresh out, banged out, East Side, EC, reputable, 89th Street included, goofball. You claiming my section. But anyway, I'm over there, Net over there doing her thing, chilling, drinking, doing her thing. I knock on her. She had a little spot out in Long Beach. I think North Long Beach had a little apartment. I'm a young nigga. I think that was the first bitch that like woke me up to steaks, eggs, and Pepsi. Cause I'm like, oh, she grown. She got her own shit. That shit was Easty. We fucked around a few times. Then like, don't speak for some months. Bump into each other at one of them hole in the wall East Side functions that you never been to, even though you from 89, goofball. See her looking good. You know how that shit go. Tap right back in. We did that for a while. We wasn't ever nothing major, but it was never nothing bad. No arguments, no fallouts. It was just some little East Side, Easty, little, some little smoke shit. We ain't tender dicks. We don't get all sprung and get 3-fingered after just meeting the bitch on Clubhouse. That is not us. Oh, my mama. But yeah, since you was just questioning, jail status, just remember when you first met me? On my mama, my dead homies. Remember when you first met me and you said, I used to fuck my girl, but I bought her braces and put her through nursing school. She look good now. Remember that? Yeah. I was fucking on her fresh up out the joint way back then in the 90s, though. But we finna get into a reaction from Ho No Hunter himself. Sitting up here looking like the sweetheart that his little sweetheart calls everyone else. Talking with all this confidence into the camera as if he actually knows what the he's talking about, when in all actuality, he does.
You ain't never been to the pen. Spot ain't never been to the county.
Look at the confidence she talking with, y'all. Just look at her, cuz. Look at little mama, bro. All that white shit around her mouth. When you catch a nigga that get caught belly down, booty up on camera with a gang of white shit around his mouth and can't keep his mouth closed, pay attention to the signs, peep the payroll. But for some reason, in his head, I've never been to prison. It's not something I glorify, not something I'm proud of, not even something I talk about. But just think about this, y'all. I was a teenager in the CDC, California Department of Corrections, banging East Side EC most gang, cuz. As a teenager, I'm 49 years old. I have absolutely no smut. All scores. Extremely reputable East Side EC for Death Doe gang member. Baby Spider, the low, one of 4. Ask somebody. That's just happened to be me. However, my incarceration days as far as prison has been long. So much I've been blessed. Guess what? 2022, I caught a gun case. They was trying to send me back to prison because guess what my charge was? For the second time, ex-con with a firearm. First time I went to prison, strong arm robbery, bullshit robbery. Got out, went back for ex-con with a gun, did 32 months, bam. So, but that was in the 90s. Last time I paroled was in 1999. So since then, I caught some cases, this, that, here, whoop, wop, wop, but never been back to prison, right? And just so happened my first child was born in 2000. So fatherhood, thank God for fatherhood. But anyway, 2022, I got bumped up, got caught with a burner. Body cam footage on my channel. Go check it out in Burbank. Fought the case for a year. They was trying to send me, they were trying to give me the midterm, because I think it was like 3 years. However, I am currently on joint suspension felony probation that will be complete this summer. Shout out to Navarro, my PO. But anyway, yeah, and I was able to avoid prison because my last felony conviction that sent me to prison was over 25 years ago. It fucked me up. Just imagine being in court, you up against it, all pale faces. They want to stick you with it. You got a paid lawyer, he jugging, they not bending, and he finally come back and say, look, they wouldn't offer you a probation deal because your last conviction was over 25 years ago. I ain't gonna lie, I felt old just hearing that. However, let's just get right on into it. What whole 900 got coming up out of his dick suckers.
Like, homie, y'all up there talking about who did talk. Spot ain't never been to the pen. You ain't never been to the pen. Spot ain't never been to the county jail. You can't show me nowhere where Spot had been incarcerated over 3 days.
Jail. Spotalo talking about jail and never been to jail. Spotalo talking about jail and never been to jail. Spotalo talking about jail and never been to jail. Spotalo talking about jail and never been to jail. Spotalo talking about jail and never been to jail.
Somebody please tell me, when do I talk about jail? When do I talk about jail? Although I've been to juvenile hall, been to the LA County jail so many times, been to prison multiple times, pushing a cold line, baby Spider, 97th Street, East Side, all of them, ask about me. Level 3 penitentiary experience. It's not nothing I try to like speak about. I don't even know what he's talking about. When do I talk about jail? Jail. Free the Lopes, SPR 1, 2, and photo, East Side.
Actually, Spider, while you continue talking, the exposers, we pulled your big brother paperwork.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. Nigga, we pulled your big brother paperwork. But all we could find was a death certificate. Shout out Leroy Smith. East Side. That's your problem. You a payroll, always in keyway business. It's mano y mano. I don't give a fuck. My brother been cripping longer than me, cuz we don't hold hands with this cripping, cuz you politic. Okay, I don't give a fuck. My brother been in jail 20 years. He'll be home soon, though. Pull up on him and talk about it. Anywhere you would like to. You would never stand in Spider's presence, you mark ass, hoe ass nigga. But I don't give a fuck about nan nigga but me, nigga. I crip alone, stand on my 10 toes, nigga. I don't give a fuck what nan another no nigga did, nigga. But by the way, the 6-0's got all the paperwork, nigga. Yeah, you been talking about this paperwork for 20 years, hoe ass nigga. You ain't never produced it. Just like you ain't never produced the Nipsey Hussle tape, hoe ass nigga. What you waiting on, hoe ass nigga?
And I got D Slim from Swan, your relative, on the record admitting he's a rat.
Rats record gangsters. D Slim, my relative from Swan, is an official member all his life. Since junior high school, adolescence, older than me. And you recording him. I don't give a fuck. I'm SPI the third, nigga. Nigga, I got no smut, nigga. So smutless, nigga. You gotta speak about other niggas associated with me and try to attach niggas that's attached to me to even try to paint a picture, nigga. That's because I am the LOEC hoe ass nigga. I remember, cuz last time I seen this hoe ass nigga on my grandbaby heartbeat, we was in the club, cuz Mozzie was there. Savvy was there. That's when I met Cuz. Pookie, Pookie, what's the nigga name? The promoter, nigga from Long Beach, Cuz was super turned up. Pookie motherfucking Rule was there. Sammy, all flavor, no grease. The broad from TMZ, what's her name? Raquel was there. Just to name a few of the people that was in the situation. Nina Boy was there with me. Gang of homies, my homie Tiny Selm, damn, who else was with me? T-Mac from the Q. We was in there thick, right? So it's the last time I seen Cuz. We was still cordial because I hadn't seen the lies he had told on me online yet. Oh, Lord, blessed him. He pulled up by himself, walked up, bro, Cuz, on my mama, boy, on 8-9 Crip, Cuz, on the hood, you fake claim. Nigga, if I had this energy I have for you now, that night, he can thank the Lord. He can thank the Lord. But anyway, the last time I seen him, Cuz, we had quite a few conversations, right? Ooh. I was on one, as far as on my T-nip, as far as what I love to be off of when I'm out in them environments, when I was, when I'm moving around, I was on. So I remember one thing I asked, his answer was Pyro. There was a phone call online going around with him and Snoopy Badass. And he was trying to convince Snoopy Badass the industry and the streets was two totally different things. And he was using the game as an example as a successful artist. And he was like, how much time you think Blood really spent in these Bompton streets? And he was trying to insinuate little to none, indicating to Snoopy Badass, you focusing on the wrong thing, trying to be so street, because in the industry, there's so many niggas that's too street for success. And he said that on the phone call. So I recall that night, the last time I seen this whole ass nigga in the club, I remember telling him, hey, Kyle, when you was on the phone with Snoopy Badass, and you was like, telling him some niggas just too street for the industry, fuck their own situation up. You was talking about me, huh? He was like, Pyro. But you gotta understand, Hold No Hunt is a nigga that agrees with actually every single thing you say in your presence. I've never seen this nigga stand on nothing, and whether you agree with it, like it or not, he gonna laugh it off. He's just a weenie. You see what just think about, he has never expressed one iota of this displeasure, disgust, anger, disrespect to Big U in his presence. Although, according to him, the 6-0 is his backyard, and he got keys to this man's house. He waits, he far away behind the protection of cameras, microphones, and those feds that he claims calls his phones to offer him protection when he has internet beef. He waits, he got all that protection going on to get far away from a man, start down talking him, claiming that Fats SIP, same build as you, stocky, about 5'5", squatty. Remember how you said it? Put him to bed, put him on his pockets. You the one with the most famous self-proclaimed knockout. Why you ain't put him on his pockets? But however, that's just how cowards move.
And now, Spider, let's get to you. Remember when you went to Arizona, when you used to call me all the time? When you and 40 Glock was getting into it? You remember? Remember that weed case you caught back then before it was legalized?
On my grandbaby heartbeat, I ain't never, ever, 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 ever had a weed case in Arizona. And I got 100,000. Y'all let Mr. Rich Man. Yeah, let's see. Bob Gotti, my Pyro. We could put the 100 in escrow with Cuz. You prove that I had a weed case in Arizona, it's yours. It's yours. Matter of fact, I just had to fight for my tweet card and got it restored and saved and preserved thanks to Alex Alonzo, an advocate for defense attorneys and convicts and people that are being accused of crimes and with gang allegations for years. 700 cases in for the defense. The defense, the public defender in them. While this whole ass nigga try to say Alex works for the DA. Never. The exact opposite on my mama. This is how much he lied. But yeah, 100,000, cuz. We can let Bob Gotti from my Paru put it in an escrow. He could hold on to the 200. We'll give ourselves, you the exposers. You've been talking about paperwork on my brother for 20 years. They never exposed that. But I guess it shouldn't take you as an expert exposer too much law. You got federal homies that call your phone when you need it. The feds said they owed you a favor way back with the Main Street shit. Reggie Wright, you said always can get you in touch with a handy law enforcement officer to even show up on, the fuck was that? Show up on Clubhouse to defend your position. So hurry on now and get the paperwork. Let's set the date. Let's put the escrow up and 100,000, cuz I ain't never, dead homies, daughters, had no weed case in Arizona.
You remember, right, Spider? One of your exes is talking to us. Yeah.
I have no exes. I've been married since 1997. And I am proud to announce I am still married to the very exact same woman that I married in 1997. Whoa, guess where I got married? In jail. Over the phone. Oh, about mama. But hey, let's not take my word for it, because for some reason, this dude tends to think, I don't know why it makes him, let's check this out, y'all. Let me show y'all this, bro. Shout out to Mr. Martinez, my parole officer back in 1999 when I paroled for the second and final time. Oh, yeah, let me, one time for this, though.
Gotta do my Googles.
So this what I don't understand. How does a non-Pacoima guy knows what a guy from Pacoima does in Pacoima?
How does a non-EC, East Side, Eastie Crip that named the hood, not just the hood, named the whole section Eastie? I got my most documented direct ops, the family Swans. Started a whole branded clothing apparel company inspired by me, nigga. Eastie. You hear me? But check this out. What do you mean?
Spider, you did something you weren't supposed to do down.
Yeah, so that's me. All right, please pull it up. We're gonna get back to that. I want to show y'all this though. This me. 1999, lifetime poet, realizing as I had went to prison in 94. Well, in 95, I made it to prison, 18, bam, got out, 6 months, went right back, paroled again for the last time in 99. This is my mental process while I was down. Fish out of water, this ain't me, too fly for fences. I got bars. Ask any nigga ever been locked up with me. I served any and everything I ever came across. The only nigga ever made me feel like, oh, you whore, and I wanted to hear him rap before I rap. Used to bump into him on the yard and try to get him to rap, and he'd be like, nah, you bust. And I used to bust just to hear him bust with the nigga lying down from San Diego. Damu was hard as fuck on my mama. But yeah, I paroled in 99, saying with the mind frame, fuck that. When I get out, I'm a rap. Shout out my nigga Spody from 9-0, the G homie. Nightwood, because Cub was doing life at the time. He didn't have no date. He was heavy in the law library. He had been down by the time I got caught up and ran across him. And I can remember Spody, who out now. He got out some years ago, been out doing good. Did over 20 on a life sentence. He out. Love you, Spody Low. But anyway, I remember Cuz used to tease me. I used to tell Cuz, man, I get out, I'm a rap. Fuck this, man, I'm a rap. Cuz used to be like, man, you ain't gonna rap, Cuz. He was like, Cuz, you gonna get out there and go to the 9-7 and get the gang banging. He was being facetious.
Nigga in that puzzle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
My nigga is Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
It's Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake.
Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Bud, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Bud, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, cred.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.